Hello everybody, my name is Jessica Nuck and today I want to understand the concept of love. The streets of Tokyo are only big enough for one crew, although if you ask the Rikaku police, they'd probably disagree. There ain't no room for the weak in these fucking streets. Oh, so tough. It's just me, my spray can, and my rollerblades on the open. Jet Set Radio Future is my favorite game of all time. There's just something about spraying toxic chemicals in the faces of innocents that really warms my heart. Each gang in the game is so unique, bringing different costumes, graffiti, and dances. I decided that I'm going to create a look for each one of the gangs in the game, starting with the first gang you run into. They're ugly, they're crude, and they live in the sewer. They're Poison Jam. Sega released Jet Set Radio in 2000 for the Dreamcast, and Jet Set Radio Future 2 years later for the Xbox. Jet Set Radio brings the vibes of the streets to video games, somehow managing to feel fresh all these years later. Instead of focusing on the ugly mugs of these dudes, I drew my inspiration from their graffiti. The first step is going to be putting on some eyeshadow primer. I've got Too Faced Shadow Insurance here. I'm just going to put it on with my fingers because you know how I do it. The next step is going to be using our Urban Decay Electric palette. We are going to be using 2 shades out of this palette. We're going to be using Savage, and we're also going to be using Urban. I'm just going to start by putting some of the Savage all over my lids. Okay, so now that our eyeshadow is done, we're actually going to do some eyeliner, but we're not going to be using actual eyeliner this time. We're going to be using a liquid lip stick. So we're actually going to be using one of the velour lipsticks. This is the shade I'm Royalty. It's by Jeffree Star. They are amazing. So we're just going to put a little bit on our hand here. We're going to be using this angled brush right here, and we're going to be making very long lines. So now that our eyeliner is done, we are going to put some mascara on our lashes so that they blend together with our fake lashes. I'm using my Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. That's a weird noise.
Let's all get together and move some.
The graffiti that this look is inspired by has a little blue in it, so we're going to use Jeffree Star again on our eyes. This is Breakfast at Tiffany's, so it's a really like light bluey, kind of like greeny kind of color. We're again just going to put a little bit onto our hand. And this time we're just going to be using a tiny little brush because we're just going to be making some dots.
Let's all get together, let's all get together, let's all get together, let's all get together, let's all get together and move some.
So now that our eyes are done and our mascara is dry, we're going to put on our fake lashes. Today I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever glue. Okay, to finish off the eyes, we're going to do a little bit to the bottom lash line. So we're going to be using Urban Decay's Smokey palette. And we are using the color Smolder, which is appropriate because we're going to smolder. Anyways, part of the graffiti is a dark purple kind of outline, and so I wanted to use the dark purple on the bottom lash line. They're just going to use the brush that comes with it. I'm just going to really gently kind of... Now that the eyes are done, we're going to move on to our skin. So we're going to take our foundation. I'm using my Sephora brand foundation. And that's right, guys. I have a real beauty blender now.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now
due to my variety, led my notoriety to the point that labels are eyeing me. They want my soul up on wax, CSF contacts, Charles Austin keeping me from getting caught for my tracks. Now tell me who's known for rocking the mic. Setting fires blazing, all stages in sight. The ears of the MC holding the crowd. You must admit you didn't know it, now you know. Hip hop's the shit. Now tell me who's known for rocking the mic.
And now, instead of using our regular contouring stuff on our cheekbones, actually going to use a little bit of this purple again. This is obviously optional. I just really like the look of the graffiti style, and I think it matches quite nicely to have a little bit of purple on your cheekbones. Why not? This is a fun look, so do what you feel like doing.
The magistrate, number one candidate. I carry weight like freights when passing through them 52 states. Perfection on the first take, while it causing the worst quakes. I shift the earth's plate, stomp hard, and made the first lakes. The crust breaks, divided into continents. My prominence is dominance. Through common sense, I free the dense. Tense is past, present to future. I speak through time continuum, channeling, traveling until I reach the ninth millennium. Attention, all space cadets.
Okay, so now that every other part of us is done, I think you guys know me a little too well. I know that I have clearly forgotten the most important parts, the brows. No, didn't forget the brows, guys. I just wanted to save those puppies for last, because these are going to be fun brows. The three shades we're going to be using: Breakfast at Tiffany's, I'm Royalty, and a Revlon ColorBurst Unapologetic. So, using our hand canvas one more time, we're just going to get some of these colors out here. So the colors you need more of is I'm Royalty and Unapologetic. These are going to be the two main colors of the brows. So we're going to be using that angled brush one more time because I already stained it with the same color. And we're going to start with the purple. The last step of this look is going to be putting on some lipstick, so I'm just going to use a little bit of lip gloss. Yum. That smells delicious. We are going to be finishing off the look with a little bit of Kat Von D. This is the shade Echo. It's a really dark color, but it's like a dark blue, which also goes with the whole theme of Poison Jam's graffiti, so and there you have it, my Poison Jam inspired look. I want to see your recreations, your reimaginings, or even your accidental fails, so make sure that you send them to me or tag them with the hashtag JessicaNuck, and I'll go take a peek. Please feel free to send me suggestions for looks in the future. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.